Let's talk about removal of conditions. Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States at our offices in St. Louis, San Diego, and Washington, D.C. For anyone who receives a marriage-based green card, they usually receive a 2-year green card. They'll receive that 2-year green card if on the day that the green card is approved, the couple has been married for less than 2 years. So that 2-year mark after your wedding is a big deal when it comes to immigration. So if you've been married more than 2 years, you're going to receive a unconditional green card. You're going to receive an immediate relative green card, and it's going to be good for 10 years. If you have been married less than 2 years on the day that USCIS approves the green card, then you're going to get a conditional green card. And that means that at the end of the 2 years, that you're going to have to apply for removal of conditions. You're going to have to file an I-751 petition for removal of conditions. And on that form, you're going to have to demonstrate that you and your spouse are still married, that you're still living together as spouses, and you're going to have to submit lots of evidence that the marriage is ongoing. And the goal in filing for the I-751 is to give them so much evidence that you overwhelm them with documentation that you are still living together as spouses. And so a lot of people sort of take this sort of not very seriously. They just fill out the 751, they mail in a few pieces of evidence, and that's a fast way to make sure that you receive an interview on your I-751. And the goal, of course, is to try to get the I-751 approved without an interview. Interviews aren't the worst thing in the world, but if you can save yourself a trip, save yourself a day off work, and just get things moving, you're going to be in a much better position. So the funny thing is that if you've been living together as spouses for 2 years, you should have a mountain of evidence for your I-751 when it comes to all the ways that you can demonstrate that you're living together as spouses. You should keep lots and lots of documentation. I would just say keep a big box for the next 2 years after you get your conditional green card, and just put anything that you'd like to give USCIS in the future that shows you've been living together for all these 2 years. That is dynamite evidence and one of the best ways to avoid getting a green card interview for the removal of conditions. Now, a lot of people don't take this very seriously, as I mentioned, and I'm imploring you that you do. In the old days, the I-751 took 4 or 6 months to get approved. Now, believe it or not, it is taking USCIS, the Federal Immigration Agency, 2 years or more to approve I-751s. And the way that they have worked around their own delays is to give what are called automatic extension letters. So when you file your I-751, you'll receive a letter from USCIS that sets forth how they're going to process your case. It'll have the receipt date, and it will include an automatic extension. Now, at first, these automatic extensions were for 1 year. Then they were for 18 months. Then they were for 2 years. And now recently, USCIS has incredibly given these extension letters of 4 years. So that is a signal that USCIS is going to continue to delay the processing of these I-751s. I really can't believe that they've now jumped the shark to 4 years of processing time on I-751s. It's really incredible. So you can anticipate that your 751 is not going to be approved anytime soon, whether you submit lots of evidence or not. Now, if you need to travel after you file your I-751, you're going to bring that receipt notice, that extension letter, and your passport and your expired green card. If for some reason you already have an extension letter and it's about to expire, you need to call USCIS and make an InfoPass appointment, and you need to bring your passport down to the local field office and get them to give you a stamp in your passport. They will take that extension letter, they will take your green card, and then they will give you a stamp in your passport extending your lawful permanent resident status. You're going to need to get your conditions removed before you apply for citizenship. Everybody is obligated, if they've received a conditional green card, to get a 751 approved. That's whether you're still married or divorced. We have other videos on our YouTube channel where I talk about the process of filing for removal of conditions after a divorce or after abuse against you. But for the most part, people are going to have to go ahead and file the 751 jointly and submit all that evidence. Now, in the old days, we would tell people to wait to file for their citizenship until the 751 has been approved. But now with USCIS already taking 2 years, and with the signal that they're going to start spending even longer to approve 751s, it's just a means for them to delay you applying for citizenship. So our current advice is do not wait to apply for citizenship. As soon as you are eligible, and if you've if you're getting your citizenship based on the 3-year rule, that is that you've been married to a U.S. citizen and had a green card for 3 years. That means that 1 year after your 751 has been pending, you can apply for citizenship. And our advice is that you do just that. Don't wait for that. So that's everything I know about 751s in 2023. If you have the intention to file for an I-751 and you like our help, we love working on these cases. It's sort of a natural extension of one of the types of cases that we handle a lot of, which are fiancé and spouse visa cases. We'd love to work with you. Just give us a call at 314-961-8200. You can also email us info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. Be sure to join us in our Facebook group. It's called Immigrant Home. We'd love to have you there. We also have our YouTube channel that you can subscribe to. That way you'll get updated whenever we issue a new video. And then, of course, we have our Immigration Answer Show Live, which we do 3 or 4 times a week. And in fact, I'm going to record right now. And on that show, I answer as many immigration law-related questions as I can, and people really enjoy the show. We'd love to have you join us. Thanks a lot, and have a good day.